Hello everybody, one more time. My name is Alex Centeno with Mercados Interactive Partners, and in this episode we're going to be taking a look at how to utilize Fake Browser for web development purposes. So I'm sure that you've been in a position where you've already sliced your web design, and now you're getting ready to put it back together utilizing CSS and your favorite text editor, just as TextMate or maybe Dreamweaver, that sort of thing. So what happens is usually you would type in something on code and then go back to Firefox and then refresh your browser, maybe use a little bit of Firebug and then go back to code and then refresh your browser once again over and over and over again. That's the kind of thing that you can do very easily with Fake Browser, and that's what we're going to be taking a look right now. So let's set Fake Browser first. So what I'm going to do is set a repeat, and it's going to be forever until I pause the Fake Browser. Then what I'm going to do is load a URL that it's going to be in my local machine, and it's going to be in a folder named demo in my desktop. Then I'm going to set a delay. In this case, I'm going to set it to 3 seconds. I don't think that I can code any faster than 3 seconds, making changes every time. But you can set it obviously to whatever you prefer. And then finally, I'm going to end my repeat. And that should be it. So now if I go ahead and run this, then obviously there's nothing there. So it wasn't able to run. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a folder that I'm going to call demo in my desktop, and then I'm going to create my files there. So here I have a header image that I'm going to be using for my project, nothing else. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to set up a new index.html file. So I'm going to be using in this tutorial TextMate. So I have here. So let's say that you have your HTML document there. I have a template that I use with Text Expander, very handy, and I'm just going to go ahead and save this. And I'm going to put it aside. I'm going to do the same with my CSS file. And I'm going to save this. Alright, cool. So now I have my index HTML file and my style.css file, and if I run this, it doesn't break anymore. It's a simple HTML template file. So now it's running in an interval with 3 seconds of delay, and I can basically do whatever I want with the page, and I can start developing just by changing my style sheet. So what are the benefits of this? Well, first of all, you have now Firefox, so you can be doing whatever you need in Fake Browser, and whenever you need Firefox with Firebug, you can still use it. And I'll show you that in a second. But let's just code a little bit here so that you can see how everything comes like really fast and easy. We can just go ahead and set the body here. Save that. That changed it very well. Let's go ahead and set this to 2. That did. Okay, and then let's do the wrapper with a width 980 pixels, margin auto so that we center it, and that did it right there in that refresh. Go ahead and take care of that header that I was talking about. So let's set the width to 980 pixels and the height to 300 pixels, which is the height of my image. and I named it header.jpg, no repeat. We're good with that. Let's do the sidebar, which let's give it a width of 300 pixels. Let's float it right, and let's add a padding top of 20 pixels. And let's go ahead and also take care of the main content and set the width to 500 pixels and float it to the left, and add also padding at the top of the 20 pixels so that it matches the sidebar. And let's do the footer with a float. Well, first of all, let's set the width to 980 pixels and the height to, I would say, 40 pixels. And then let's float it left, and then let's clear it both and set a background color to something, and let's see how that does. Did I save that? Yeah, actually it did save it. Let's actually change this to a different color so that it actually shows better in the screen. So a little bit of a blue kind of thing so that it shows up. There you go. So as you can see, this is extremely easy, and it's fantastic, but you can see the preview happening instantaneously, and you're not having to refresh your browser over and over again. What happens if what I wanted was to use for a second Firefox to just check out some properties or something? Well, I can just go to Firefox and do exactly that. So you can just come here, take a look, use Firebug, and I can just take a look at this and be like, oh, I like that. There's a main content text there. Let's go ahead and add a padding at the bottom of the main content text. So I can just come over here and say main content text and add a padding at the bottom of 20 pixels, for example. And you would see here that it's going to do that exactly. So fantastic tool for web developers. I'm sure that you would appreciate this if you have to code websites over and over again. This is the way to go. You can see that it's running and running, and sometimes I feel a little concerned, for example, myself, when something is running and running and running, because I feel that it's consuming resources from my computer, but it's working fine, and it just continues to do it over and over and over again. Very easy, excellent to free up your time with Firefox as well by using Fake Browser, and I hope that this helps you guys out. Again, my name is Alex Centeno with mercados.com, merkados.com. Have a good night. Bye-bye.